Hello, Sky Streak with you. Once again, been a while since I put out a video. Been spending some time trying to get a radio show started for myself. The station is called Awake Radio. It's an internet radio station based out of the UK. Very nice information, very nice hosts. I will leave a link to that below. You can check that out in your own time. Please do. Today, I wanted to bring some facts into light about hydraulic fracturing, or many of you may know it as fracking for natural gas. There's a lot of skepticism, especially on behalf of the people that are employed to do this process. Of course, they're going to say that none of the dangers are there. None of the chemicals that we use are threatening. Nothing that we do in the procedure can affect groundwater. It's just all lies, and just go back to sleep, sheeple. There's nothing wrong here. But I found some information to share with you, and I will leave the link to this particular web page as well in the description box after the video. So for those of you that are not familiar with hydraulic fracturing or fracking, it's a process of drilling and injecting fluid into the ground at high pressure to release natural gas. Sounds friendly enough, I suppose. But let's get down to the fundamentals of what it takes to extract this natural gas from our planet. Before I get into the next little bit of this, I want you all to understand that we need water to survive as a human race. Well, all living, breathing things need water to live, to sustain themselves, their health. It takes 1 million gallons of water to complete each job. 1.8 million gallons of water. This water is then taken and hauled by tanker truck to the site, probably several tanker trucks if we're dealing in millions of gallons of water. It's then mixed with chemicals and sand. Now this chemical mixture of sand and water is injected by well into the shale, creating fractures which release the natural gas, and then the gas is then pumped up to holding tanks. The chemicals included with the sand was 40,000 gallons of chemicals, by the way, that they mix with this water. There's 600 chemicals that are used, and the only ones that have surfaced as of yet, which I shouldn't go any further into all of these chemicals because these ones are bad enough. We have lead, which we all know is harmful to the human body. Uranium, not sure if it's depleted, but it's uranium nonetheless. Mercury, which is another heavy metal, not good for the human body. Ethylene glycol, radium, methanol, hydrochloric acid, and formaldehyde. Now, any of these chemicals ingested into the human body would surely cause some problems, don't you think? I'm not an expert here in science, but I know that those chemicals are not in any way good for the human body. So that's how the process works. Now, I suppose in order to really get you to wrap your head around this concept, let's do a little bit of math. Currently in America, we have 500,000 active wells. So for the processes currently, it takes 8 million gallons of water per fracking a well. Each well can be fracked 18 times, folks, so you do the math there. So along with the 8 million gallons of water, there's added in 360 billion gallons of chemicals. That equals 72 trillion gallons of water and 360 billion gallons of chemicals. Wow. During the process, methane gas and toxic chemicals contaminate groundwater. There's been over 1,000 documented cases of this throughout America, especially in the Pennsylvania area. And the sad truth of this is that only 30 to 50% of the fluid recovered is non-biodegradable. So it just sits there in the soil. Those are the brief facts about fracking, hydraulic fracturing, if you will, that we're faced with. But these big energy companies don't care about the bottom line of health and safety. All they care about is the give me the frickin' money, man. It's a money machine. Money, 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 money drives everything in America and the world for that matter. So anybody that's in the oil and gas industry or is a hydraulic fracturer or fracker, prove me wrong and tell me that this is not factual information. When you turn on your tap and hold a lighter to it and it catches on fire, are you going to drink it? I think not. So I wanted to bring this into light. I have never done a video about this. I've been conscious of it for a while, but I think that people need to know. And we need to start standing up. And in this process, we have so many different ways of producing energy. Two of which, my favorites, solar power and wind power. Yes, there is an initial cost in setting up the panels and or windmills to capture or utilize these forms of power. But it's much more obtainable, don't you think? It all comes down to money. So you can leave your comments down below, and I urge you to do so, negative or positive. I don't care. And I will leave those two links to you with the Awake Radio internet radio site that I'm endeavoring upon, and the web page where I got this information. And at the bottom of the web page for the hydraulic fracturing, you will find a way to contact your local senators and let them know how you feel about it. So, that's all I've got on hydraulic fracturing at the moment. Think about these things. And as always, peace. And I'm out.